going, starting, action. Yeah, we need like a word. Action, rolling, or drinking. Well, everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or for some of you, good night. Because some of us listen to this thing when we're falling asleep. I do, but yeah, anyway, cheers, everybody. A lot of some weeks you're just like, you're just dragging. This is October. It's been a very draggy month. Not in a bad way. Sometimes you're just fucking busy. You're trying to catch up, keep up. So that's where I'm at. That's where we're at. But some great news this week. Jay here has been helping out with the podcast for well over a year and a half, right, Jay? Like a year and some change. So he's been helping, but now as of this week, he's officially full time a part of. He always was a part of the family, but now we're actually now he's actually doing it a little bit better. Jay came from Target, huh? Target warehouse.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! So I think this is a little bit better, right? So we've been chilling all week. It's crazy how much time everything takes. It is truly a full-time thing. So talk about a big weight lifted off my shoulders. So I'm pretty stoked. But yeah, anyway, we're just gonna go straight in. I know we've been talking about it, and I've been trying to manifest it. And it's now it's a physical, real thing. We have the it made his debut. Got the second Fender 7-string here, and it's literally me. It actually looks better in person than it was as an idea or my mind. So we had the show Saturday, and it got done literally Friday evening. So pretty gnarly. It's already have some scratches on it. Already some battle scars, but man, it's crazy. Shout out to Javier Cuba. He really put in a lot of time. A lot of people at Fender, as always. People I know for many years. But oh yeah, Jay, I was gonna ask you. Can you look up Suicide Silence Attila tour dates? And now, because I pull that up because it gives me like an accurate timeline of how everything happened. But I want to say it was summer 2018, if I'm correct. Perfect. So yeah, it was January 2018 when I first started chatting with Fender. So what's that, Jay? 6 years? 9, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, going on 7 years. So from the conversation to the first one to this getting in my hand, it took almost 7 years, and definitely well worth the wait. I guess we should do all the geeky stuff, huh? I know people have been asking questions, and I've been waiting for this day and opportunity. So I guess we could just start talking about it, showing it. Everything is very foundation. Everything is like a foundational wood. Not besides the obvious with Fender and 7-strings, it's very time-tested stuff. So that the body is mahogany, maple neck, just a one piece there, ebony fretboard, no fret markers obviously, and the side dots are, if you put a flashlight to it, is actually glow in the dark, because there's been issues my whole career where the lights go out and I have no idea where I'm at, and I'm just guessing. So that's pretty cool. I can actually see where I'm at. Yeah, Fender locking tuners, bone nut, jumbo frets, 24 frets. The scale is 26 and a half. I think the biggest thing is, I believe, because we've been trying to find out, and it looks like this is the first ever official Fender, not Squire. This is the first Fender 7-string hardtail. So it's on here. I think the first one ever in history is actually on this guitar. And what's cool about Fender is they still have all like the old school like machinery and like the steel benders. So the stuff they have from the 60s and so on, like that's what they use to make this bridge, which is pretty cool. But also like a modern twist with the Fender Ultra saddles, and plays great. One knob, obviously 3-way switch, nothing crazy. This one ply pick guard. I forgot the exact thickness of the pick guard because I wanted something a little more beefy, not your standard pick guard. I feel a little bit or too thin, so it's really it's pretty beefy. So the pickups are bare knuckle Aftermath, which is people have been asking me, and I'm a big fan of passive pickups. Every pickup is awesome, but I'm just for Fender. It just reacts better. It really builds a relationship with the wood, and string through obviously because it's a hardtail, and so also like once a year, because obviously I play guitar in Suicide Silence. Once a year, I'll go up here. It's crazy, but I'll actually play something a little bit higher, and when I do that once a year, we have some really cool cutaways. So you want to get up there and shred or play some fucking new metal creepy high parts, you can do that now. Yes, black hardware. I put the strap blocks on there, but it is a real thing. It's honestly like it still does not seem real. It just doesn't seem real. I can't believe yeah, we're gonna plug it in just so you really get a feel for it. Just simple chugs. Wrote that riff right now. I should probably keep that one. So I'm pretty stoked on it. So it has like I know I've always loved the 26.5 scale. I don't know what it is. I don't like, I guess you could say, official baritones, but just so you get the gist of it. And this is where the magic really happens, which I have no idea how they did it. But yeah, and also the neck is basically like a baseball bat because I want it more like wood and just you really like feel it, you know. So it's a lot fatter than your average neck. I don't know. I like feeling like I'm holding something. So what they did, I didn't know exactly what I wanted, so I kind of trusted them, and they came back with I never heard of it literally until last month, but an E shape. It's not C, it's not D, it's an E shape, and as time goes on, I'm really starting to love it. It just feels like I have like a, I don't know, I just feel it. So it's a little bit fatter neck than usual, which is pretty cool. But what this guitar can really do, and I'm still experimenting with it, is this. So this is clean, obviously, but everyone plays that riff. If you pick up a guitar and play it clean you're gonna play that riff. But it's when you play clean, it sounds like a Fender. And then when you put on the gain and all the good stuff, it sounds maintains like the Fender character and integrity, but can still, hold up with like the modern slam stuff. So pretty cool, man. I can't believe it. There it is. Boom. I love Fender. I'm gonna die a Fender guy. And you know what? Just one more chug, just so we really get it, just so we understand what's happening here. Just the string tension is crazy. They nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. Boom. Yeah, enough of me playing before I go on a rant. There it is. I've been sleeping with it. It's by my bedside. So oh wow, I'm all horned up right now, man. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go anymore. But yeah, obviously, just to close it off, just to manifest it with that purpose. Obviously, there's a bigger vision with this guitar, and obviously I'm very lucky to have it, and it's sick. But I do want this to be a signature model at some point. That's going to take a while for Fender probably to be open to it, but I think it's going to take, I can't do it by myself, just to be realistic. It's going to take a lot of people to basically hound them. They got to keep hearing my name, keep seeing it, and I'm going to put in the work to put this thing out there as much as possible. Video, podcasting, shows, whatever. I'm going to keep attaching my name to it. And with the help of you, maybe reminding Fender, I think that will become a reality at some point. Because one of my dreams when I die is, I want, people to have what I didn't have. I was a Fender guy. I love playing slam and heavy riffs, but the Fender semi-string, it didn't exist for me, and that it's who I am. And if I had this guitar when I was, coming up, you can imagine what we would have came up with. So when I'm dead and gone or cremated, these guitars are going to live way past me and hopefully inspire another wave of heavy shit. So yeah, that's my that's one of my dreams. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So anyway, thank you for listening to that. What a combination. It was a combination of a lot of things. Crazy week. I don't think I've ever had a more busy week in my life. But also fun, exhausting. We did that. We had the hometown show at the Mayhem Festival. Really cool. That was last Saturday. Like the band kind of touched on it when we were all talking, but pretty cool. It really felt like a moment. It kind of felt like everything just like added up. So it's nice to. I know I always tell you guys, like, it's nice to have some wins. We're all human, and we all fail, and we all freaking have hard days, and we have some wins, and more specifically some big wins. I think it was cool. We were, especially me, like alone personally, I was like really working towards that moment for a while. Like literally, like I'm at the gym in the morning. I'm literally putting the songs on the treadmill, thinking about that moment. And I was doing it every fucking day. Yeah, I know every band in the festival didn't want that moment more than me. Uh, yeah, to not get too dark, but yeah, just it's hit it. When you're on it, the gym sucks sometimes. You're just kind of forcing yourself. But I was just jogging, just thinking about the sun going down, thinking about how people are going to react, thinking about what emotion I'm going to put out there, and just kind of, just I think we're successful. It was cool, man. It was without going on another rant, I was like, when we're about to play a show like that, I try to treat every show like the same, but there's just like realities, um like what am I gonna do before the show? Like, what am I trying to say? And yeah, sometimes it lands and sometimes it doesn't. But I think the amount of time, is hanging out with myself. I like to call it. I'm trying to put this into words because obviously this is people are watching right now and listening, which is always a trip. But some of you are in your kitchen drinking coffee, listening to this. Pretty cool. But I call it opening the door to let your demons out. Because they're always going to be there. We all have them. There's nothing wrong with that. We're all human. And moments like playing, it's more so like the live show where it's like, okay, I purposely open up the door, and I say I like to open up the door and let my demons run through my flesh, and then just let the emotion come out, whatever that is, and that goes through the guitar, the pickups, out into the PA, and that's what you hear and feel. And I think people can relate to, to feelings and bad days, especially in metal. It's a different it's a different language. But yeah, man, it's going in the gym and not wanting to be there, just thinking, just day after day after day, just thinking about that moment. Also, I've been pretty, vocal. I'm very competitive. I love everybody. I want everyone to be successful. But man, I felt like I took the embodiment of a tank. I always say I'm a tank, but I really feel like I really truly, in a healthy way, not my ego, but healthy, just embodied what I want to do. It was cool. It was fun. But most importantly, it was fun. Thank you, Mayhem, for having us. Hometown show. Without getting to the business side, I felt it really added up that we got paid what we're worth, and that hasn't happened in a long time. So it's cool. It's really a lot of things added up. My mom and dad were side stage. They're like right by me. It was just cool. My lady was there, and it's just little big things, little things. We're just clicking, we're just connecting, and then here comes the last song. The last song's coming up. Big moment. Hometown show. There's certain songs we play that just people just really react to, and No Pity for a Coward is one of them. And we start the song, and the stage feels a little funny, and yeah, they cut off. When I say they, I don't know. It's someone was just doing their job, which is fine. It's not the festival. It's not. I don't think someone just kind of saw what was happening. I won't say that they're banning, but one band was extremely unprofessional, and they went over their time and continued to. So when that stuff happens, it's kind of one band and kind of takes the hit, and sometimes it's us. And I saw that bands were starting to do it. I was like, okay, I was like, what time is it? They're still playing. We should be playing right now. I was like, okay. But then we kind of all had an unspoken thing amongst ourselves. Doesn't matter what happens, we're not going to stop playing. Because we had an issue with the last festival. Again, nothing against the other festival we played, but we cut 2 songs because other bands were unprofessional. And like, we're not doing that shit. We're just going to play and that's it. And yeah, but, it's okay. They cut off the power and we all just looked at each other with the unspoken, transcended words and language. Just kept playing and just let the music and speak. And the fans stayed. It was sang along. It was a moment that even my obsessive, competitive side at the gym couldn't even. Yeah, it was cool. It was awesome, and yeah, I played the whole song, and the other band not they didn't do it on purpose. I know like they probably had someone telling them you gotta start your set, but they're starting their set. And no one was walking over. That's it was. I couldn't have planned it better myself. Pretty cool. And then they realized the sound. They cut off PA. They realized that's not working. Let's cut off the lights. It's like everything they tried to do just made it better. So it's like it was planned in like some crazy way. You can't plan stuff like that. It's cool. Very very lucky. A lot of things. It's cool. It's cool. I had an ongoing joke. Like I feel like graduated from being shot to hot. I think I finally became cool. I got the guitar, like the shows. Like, oh shit, I think I'm not a loser anymore. No, I'm partial am. But yeah, shout out to Mayhem. It was a special day, evening, really, really cool. The turnout was cool. I'll let the people speak for us on that. Yeah, and it's also weird being responsible. Some of us had to leave early. Mark had a wedding the next day. I had a podcast the next morning. So as much as we wanted to stay in this rage and celebrate, there is a price to pay. And I had a couple of drinks with my old friends and leaving. And we're leaving through Parkway Drive. I didn't even go to the main stage, which is unfortunate. It's like that's a. But yeah, me and my lady were walking, and man, it sounded like Parkway was having a great set. Like it's like I could hear like people just fucking screaming. It was awesome. It's like damn, it's really cool to see and hear. Well, hear how far that band's come, and then woke up as early as I could the next day. And I won't say who because people would just be looking for it. But yeah, I made it. I was ready. We were in here, and during the episode we're filming, I was like feeling sick, and then right when the band left, I went straight to the bathroom and started puking. I was like, man, you know what? But I'm proud, and I'm glad we didn't cancel that. And then took a little nap and saw the show. It was awesome. And what else? What else did we do? Next day, Jay came in here first day, and I saw last night was in Riverside, which is where we're from. Saw Hatebreed and Carcass and Crypta, Harm's Way. That was freaking sick. I still can't say this word. The Riverside Municipal Auditorium. Is that it? And yeah, thank you for the couple people that bought me a drink. Space Dust. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I was going to leave early, but I was like, I can't. I got to see Hatebreed. At least like a couple songs. And I was outside, and well, first of all, Hatebreed was sick. I saw 2 songs and left, but it was sick. It just never it never ends. You as a human, you always have to be reminded, and that's why I think bands tour. That's what we tour. You gotta remind people that you're who you are, and you're still sick. You're not shot, and it sounded exactly even better. Just marshals and people were stoked. It was awesome, and I was on a substance. Yeah, I was on a substance. It's yeah, people call it marijuana. So I was smoking marijuana. I was on a substance, but that's cool. And man, just kind of it just enhanced like all the things, like the drums, the guitar tone, and the and the and how am I what am I trying to say? I know what I want to say, but how do I say it? Just enhance the moment. Like it was a moment. Watching a band that's been doing it for a long time, it's always cool to see. Carcass, Bill is a legend. I was just watching him like a creep, drinking my beer, just looking at him like, oh shit, you're the guitar player for Carcass. That's sick. And that saw Harm's Way for the first time. They were cool. Crypta was awesome, and went home, came here, and just rinse every people. Yeah, I saw a lot of people at the show, so I met you. It was cool. Thank you for coming up and saying what's up. It's always nice. And also thank you for saving me some money. They had this deal there at the at this venue, Riverside, or what is it? It's like buy a beer and get what is it? I think it's if you buy 2 beers, you get 2 shots for $5. It was like it's just some deal that like makes you drink a shot. So I was under a couple substances, but it made the moment better, and it was cool. It was really cool, but yeah. Anyway, we are officially in fall. Wear a long sleeve, pretty cool. It's my favorite shirt, I think. It's one of my favorite shirts. We're going outside now. It's a little bit cold, which is nice. It's crazy how fast seasons just pass. I'm like thinking, I went summer over like a fucking impatient dick, and then it's over. Now we're fall. Pretty cool. Well, yeah, I had a couple rants, right? What do you think, Jay? Should we hop into some questions? Yeah. And I'll while I sip this liquid of the gods right here. Cool. First question. Here we go.
Grand Slam Bando.
From a Grand Slam Bando, right? Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
What's the best way to find band members? I'm having a very hard time finding like a drummer for my slam band. It would be greatly appreciated if you can give me some feedback on things I can do to find members.
Did he say he was looking for a drummer?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right, someone needs a drummer for the slam band. It's right here. You're all saying you need band members. He needs a drummer. I assume I'm gonna guess singer. I'm gonna guess yeah. See, I was actually lurking your page and I was trying to find out where you're from so I could shout out your town, but I really couldn't find anything. I found I think. The venue was AMH, like a venue in Perfect, yeah. Great job, Jay. I think it's at the very bottom. The very bottom. Bottom. No more. More. Yeah. So that one. There's. Go over. Oh no, I meant at the that yeah, but the slide. Oh, maybe it's not. I'm an idiot. But I think the venue is called AMH. Actually, Jay, you were right. Yep. So AMH. Where's this?
New York.
So I assume you're from New York. Amityville. AMH. She was just talking about that. Who was? It was Pain and Truth. They were just talking about AMH. So I assume you're from that area. So yeah, if you're in New York, someone needs a drummer, and they want to start a slam band. Well, from the looks of it, how do you find band members? How do you do that? Again, I'll say it too many times. I'm shoot you over experience, and hopefully that helps or doesn't. How do you find band members? Well, in your benefit, looks like from what I can see, you're in New York, and a big one is going to shows. If you have any opportunity, this doesn't even apply to music, anything. If you have any opportunity to do anything in person, like, you got to do it. I mean, coming from an introvert, something that always kind of rubbed me the wrong way when people say they're introverted. It makes, I think, the introverts, you can't understand them, because introverted and introvert, like, you don't talk to anybody or go anywhere. It's a big difference. You know, I was a straight up introvert. I was mute. But even then, shy kid, just didn't talk, stuttered, the whole whatever obstacle you might have. I still went to shows. I still went to Denny's. I still any opportunity I could get to be somewhere in person, to just show a face. Sometimes you just gotta show a face. And I, without knowing back then, that's what I did. I was just showing a face. I went to the hangouts. After shows, people will go to Denny's. That was a big one. There's stories of Mitch peeing in mustard bottles and ketchup bottles. So I'm always sketched out when I go to restaurants and getting ketchup for my French fries, because I just saw what he did. Anyway, yeah. Anytime that I could show a face, I showed a face, no matter what. How shy I was, how nervous. And it's also had a funny time, because I didn't start drinking till I was 21. Like the week before, because Alex, our previous drummer, his birthday is November 21st. So a week before me, a week and a half, he had his 21st birthday. So we drank at that. Then on my birthday, when I turned 21, that's when I started becoming a complete selfish psychopath. But so you're talking pre-alcohol. I didn't smoke. I didn't do nothing. It was just, felt my emotions and went to the hardcore shows, went to death metal shows, went to the new metal shows, the big ones, like the clubs, the arenas, anywhere. And I remember seeing Mitch in the pit, is moshing, and you kind of just become part of these circles, and you develop friendships, and some friends might introduce you to someone else you don't know. But yeah, finding band members, you definitely can't go wrong with showing face. And there's probably people that might be in a little bit smaller town, so I understand probably a bit more higher pressure. If someone's here in town and you're in like Billings, Montana, you better go to that fucking show. You better quit your job, like straight up. Go to the one show where you might meet someone. But New York, I mean, that's man, you have a lot of options there. So yeah, showing face. It is a loaded question. Finding band members, because you don't go out to find band members, but that's what happens. So what is that? I don't know. I guess I haven't really put all the thought into that, because there what? How do you? There was it was like intention without intention, like going out because you genuinely want to. I did that. I genuinely wanted to see this band or whatever, mosh, whatever. But I was also trying to start a band. But I wasn't talking to anyone, which is it's a big issue with music, where a lot of snakes and how do you say it? Like one-uppers trying to like get their next step. But I never did that. I could sit here and proudly say that back in like the local shows, it's weird. Yeah, it's, how do you say that? How do you? It's intention without intention. And there is I always say cliches, but it's just so true sometimes. And man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Genuinely love it. And you'll naturally, organically do things, without any plan. But you being from New York, yeah, and then there's also the time tested rule. You gotta be sick. You gotta be sick, and I think that can only come from practice. And you could you could suck in practice. It's fine. That's kind of the whole purpose of it. But yeah, hopefully that helps you. Try not to go on a full on rant, but good luck. Good luck. It seems you're already going to the shows, which is cool. So right on. All right, Jay. Should we move on to our first written question? How do you say this name? You think?
El dos tres.
El dos tres. Very good. Well, Jay has a natural accent. He has that thing. Okay. What is your biggest fear outside of music? This is a good one. I saw this and I made a slam before this one. Okay. My biggest fear is I think we have big fears and we have little fears. The big one, the big tamale, the big enchilada is me dying soon. It's not dying itself, because we're all going to die. We're all going to get older. We're all going to get wrinkles, and that's fine. But my biggest fear is dying sooner than I'm supposed to. Like, if I die when I'm 40 or 45, it'll be so tragic. Like, just all the time, all the time just trying to like build, suicide silence and do this and for all you to enjoy it, and just to get to like kind of the finish line and just boom, it stops. Like, fuck, that would be terrifying. That would literally suck. Could be anything. Could be a car crash, or I don't know. Our health isn't guaranteed, so I try to stay healthy out there. But my biggest fear is dying young. That's my biggest fear. Then you have the little fears, like I'm afraid of spiders, like black widows. There's something about a black widow. It's just like the spiders just look fucking, I don't know. They just like a black widow, dude. All right, so we're looking at pictures of black widows right now, and what's the death rate if you get bit by a black widow? Like, what's like the likelihood? Like, do you,
Less than 1%.
it's been okay. So in the United States, there have been no deaths from black widow spider bites since 1983. Okay, so that's I didn't know that. So apparently you'll be fine. Okay, so black widow bites are rarely fatal. Okay. Well, that's great news. Yeah, what is it about spiders? They're just like, I don't know. There's something about like the shape of a spider. It's just arachnophobia, which is weird because I love that movie. That's a sick movie. Arachnophobia. If you haven't seen it, that's a pretty cool movie. I learned this about myself. It was definitely within the year, maybe like 6 months ago. I was outside my house, looking out in the front yard, just looking at the moon, taking it all in, and oh yeah, it makes sense because it was right before summer, which is when the spiders tend to come out in California. So I was looking up, like right outside our practice space, and I was like looking. I was watching this spider, like it was making its web, and it was going around in a circle and just looking at it for a while. I was like, to be transparent with you, I was also on a substance. So, but I was just looking at it, like, because I'm afraid of spiders, but it kind of hit me like sometimes you need to run towards the things you're afraid of. So I was just looking at it. I'm like, yeah, this just the way it acts. It's patient, and no matter what, it's always a spider. It's kind of made me realize, like, it can help me process, like, you gotta be what you're afraid of sometimes. It's pretty cool. Without me going on some spiritual rant. What else? What else am I afraid of? Since we're already on the subject, just we got the big one, the small one. I become a lot. When you get older, you do become more self-aware, and but it ties into the big my big fear, death. So when you're driving on tour, it's just like there's just more realities, and you natural human things, like, you have harder time falling asleep because you're older, and so it's being, driving to the next state, 4 a.m. and like you feel like the rumble strips and stuff. You're just like, it's a little bit more reality, a lot more to lose, a lot more to lose now, like with the family and money that I'm trying to provide. This more, we all deal with it. When you're driving to work, you probably have a family to support. It's more, or your wife or your girlfriend, or your chick's pregnant or something. It's just with more realities that now you have something to lose, and that just like the reminder, every night reminder, pretty much. It's just like I don't know why, but I never. Am I afraid? Am I scared? Maybe I am. Maybe this is something to process that. But driving at night is different now, and that hit me the past 2 tours. I don't know what it is. Like a switch happened. I don't know, and it's more trouble falling asleep out there. And am I afraid? I guess I am if I'm talking about it. But yeah, those are. I guess we could top up that subject before we go on another death rant. All right, let's do the next. We got a video question here. Let's do it. Aaron
Hey
Griffey.
Chris, what's up? My name's Aaron Griffey. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, and I play guitar in a metalcore band called Age of Panic. And my question is, when should a band graduate from EPs and singles and start working on their first full length? And also, what can new or younger bands do to get on the radar of, I guess, bigger bands and labels and promoters and whatnot?
Aaron Griffey. I got to say this right out of the gates. Great intro. Say your full name, the town you're from, and the band in a fucking short amount of time. That's how it's done. That's very, what's the word? Very purposeful. Very, very cool. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I mean, I don't know. I guess now it's so different with how people how they consume music. Fuck, how do you know when to write a record? Interesting. I'm not about this maybe ever. Unfortunately, again, I'm a cliche guy. I'll say it almost every podcast. I do apologize, but I'll find a new way to say it. Maybe I'll go on to substance and think about this for a while. But you just know, fuck. There's like especially when we're talking music. That's like music is its own. It's its own things. It's not even you or me, or it's just like it's its own. It kind of chooses. So every band's kind of on their own tempo. How do you know? How do we know? How do we know? It's good. You just know. I just felt like the time was right to write a record. Because we put out that EP, it was gaining some traction. So I guess that's how we knew. We were people were coming out to the shows, they were buying the EP. They were we were hanging out together all the time. We're going on the shows. There's label interest there. We were just working our ass off and doing what we want to do. But that's interesting. I never thought about that ever. So I guess that's what we did. We just put out some EPs until, because everything you do, not even music, but in life, it's just everything you do. It's like you're never ready. Right? It's like you're ready, but you're not. Or you could see yourself ready. So you take the next step before you're there. I still do that today. Like, I see the next step. Am I ready? No. But I'm going to do it anyways because I am. Obviously, that makes no sense. I get it. But it's just... I'm ready. I'm ready. But not always that next step. It's like I guess you could relate it to maybe learning a song, like because you could play a song and you can't play it well yet, but in time you eventually become better at it. So that's actually a surprisingly difficult question. Thank you for that. Anyway, good luck with that. One thing I've always done in my life, it's intuition. Always been intuitive. So anyway, thank you for your question, man. Good luck. Lexington, Kentucky. Fuck yeah. Oh my goodness. Let's do it. All right, next written question. And then we'll fucking move on. Earth Weary Twins go on the Talk Tuah podcast. Dude, this has been my hater week because I found myself kind of hating on the Hawk Tuah chick. I don't take it back. I don't. But first of all, the podcast name is genius and it's sick. Talk Tuah. I mean, I saw that. I was like, fuck. Sometimes you see things, you're like, that's sick. Great name. I just kind of. Would I wonder, like, would I go on if I got asked? I probably would, huh? That'd be sick. I mean, there's different kinds of media, different kinds of interview styles. So maybe she'll have her own. I'm not probably gonna go there and think about my life or anything. Maybe I'll probably go there, talk some shit, have fun. Maybe that will be a thing. But you know what? Sign me up. Come on. You never know. Something that this podcast has done for me is that it's kept my mind open and my curiosity. Pretty much that door is just flown open 24/7, and what is it? I just read this. What is it? At the heart of being open-minded is curiosity, and curiosity does not take sides. It's very true. Curiosity does not take sides. That's something I do stand behind. Yeah, if I get that offer, maybe when we're trying to promote the next record, if it's even still around, you podcasts are so fickle. They fucking disappear. It's tough, and me and Jay are learning firsthand. It's a full-time gig, but yeah, thank you for your questions. I appreciate it. I think we'll probably stop at 2 and 2. Probably save the rest for another time. So right now it's Friday. This will be posted on Monday. If we get through this week, man, it's gonna be my poor girlfriend. We have 2 more guests tomorrow, and I'll make a total 8 podcasts this week. I don't think we've ever done that. Sunday is date night, and I'm probably gonna be on a substance. I'm gonna be drinking a lot of substances. No, I won't be that bad. One of my favorite things to do is just sit down, just have a beer or 2, maybe 3, having just talk to one person. It's always nice. That one person tends to be my lady. It's nice, chill out, clear the mind. It's just nice. I'll try it. No promises. No promises. Well, yeah. Should we? Let's see. We covered. I got my notes here. Something's wrong with my. Something's wrong with my Spotify payment, and it didn't go through. So today, Spotify. So I don't have premium right now on Spotify. I was like, oh, this sucks. How do you all do this? If you don't pay for Spotify, what are you doing? I was like, oh, this. Yeah, so literally once this shit's done, I'm gonna check on my payment plan. But yeah, so you click the artist, and you can't choose what record you want to listen to. I mean, I was just looking at Seven Dust. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fucking, and it wouldn't work. It went to it chose a song with a bunch of ads. I'm like, oh, this is holy crap. I don't know how you people do it. I don't know. But maybe that's I don't know, maybe that's like the instant gratification part of it. But yeah, that shit sucks. I got really spoiled with no ads, and just, you could hear any record you want at any moment. And that's sick. You know what is not sick? What was that Music Guide thing? You go buy any 8 CDs or 12 for 1 cent. Was that ever real? Did any of you ever do that?
Yeah, I did that.
You did?
Yeah.
Did it work?
Oh, yeah.
It worked? Did you get 12 CDs?
I got Hybrid Theory and Enema of the State. And my mom got the rest.
Oh, wow. So it worked. I always wondered if it was like a scam. There's like collecting. Yeah, how do you... For 1 cent?
I think...
It was like 1 cent, like $1 or something?
I think you send back. You send back what you don't keep, and you purchase what you want to keep.
Oh.
Or some shit like that.
So it's like a semi-scam. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
Then the bills came.
Oh, then the bills came. See? Yeah, it's like they rope you in. I would have sent that shit back, dude. I would send that shit back. This reminds me when you would let friends borrow CDs. It's the fucking worst. It's the worst. We all have that one friend that they will swear to your face. They will swear to you, I'm gonna bring the CD back. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna borrow this. It's gonna come back in one piece. Either they don't bring it back or it's back not in one piece. I won't say who it is. But still, I still consider him a friend of mine. That CD is coming back scratched or not coming back at all. And they swear to you, and they swear and they swear. They're probably going to hell. And I will continue to pray for that person. But should I say this? Then I also let this person borrow my guitar. And same story, heard it a million times. And came back and the fucking nut was busted. So I took some kind of cause the nut from the high E, so the high E wouldn't stay there. So I basically I taped the 2 strings here so that high E won't go anywhere. It's like, but in the end of the day, it's our fault. And at the end of the day, that's how we learned to navigate those kind of situations. The amount of swearing that was going on, oh my goodness. But we obviously in high school we're all learning. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. What do you think, Jay? Should we hop on some current events and call this motherfucker a day?
Let's do it. So we got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, okay. What's going on?
Some obvious inductees that you might be surprised.
Inductees is Ozzy Osbourne, Foreigner, Peter Frampton, Dave Matthews Band, Cher. They're all fucking legends. Wait, so they're inducted. They're in. Oh, great. Well, obviously, those are all no-brainers. You know a band that no one talks about that's fucking sick? Dave Matthews Band. There's this record called it's basically their not hit record, but I bought it. I love this record. It's called Every Day. This record. Oh my gosh. So this I think Dave found a baritone. It's a Jerry John baritone. It's like what's the scale on a Jerry John baritone? It's like a 29 scale, 28, something crazy, but it's a 6-string. Yeah, so it's like that, but it was in black. Yes, that's his acoustic. But yeah, it's a Jerry John baritone. Yep, there it is. Boom. That guitar is sick. I want to say it's a 28 scale, and it's in standard B. So, Jerry Jones, sorry. I said Jerry John. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, Jerry Jones. I want to say it's 28. I want to say the scale is 28, but so yeah, he has like songs in like standard B. So we have those kind of riffs in a lower tuning. It's just the first song that riff is fucked up. I think we should probably try to play it. Yeah, there it is. So confirmed Jerry Jones baritone black with a longer than standard scale, 28 inches. Yep, there it is. Pretty fucking cool. I've always wanted one, but they're super expensive. You know, it's like, what am I going to buy? Am I going to buy a car or am I going to buy a Jerry Jones baritone? Well, probably both. Depending on how big the podcast gets, we'll see. now we have Jay. Yeah, what's the first track? I think it is. What? I did it. Okay, the way this song kicks in and that fucking riff is okay. We gotta play it. Crank it for like 10 seconds. Or we might need to do the YouTube. But I want everyone on YouTube, and you have to hear this riff, because this riff horns me up. What's the video for it? Forgot. That is heavy. It sounds fucked. Yeah, shout out to Dave Matthews. I think he's isn't he from Africa? Dave Matthews Band is from Africa. Dave himself, believe he's from Africa. I did a deep dive, but this was a while ago. Let's go to his wiki. Born January 9, 1667, age 57, Johannesburg, South Africa. Wow. It makes sense. I don't know why. When I saw that, it just made sense. Because those riffs are just like, there's nothing like them. It's funny, 'cause sometimes people ask me, like, what's a heavy non-metal record? I will go to Dave Matthews Band. Like, that record every day, for some reason, just kind of hits different. Like that. Most of those songs are with that guitar. Even like the hit, I think it's Space Between. Dun, 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 dun. Like you really hear like the baritone just fucking scream. It just, that's an acoustic. It's Space Between. It has to be. It has to be. Yep. Oh God. Simple and effective. Man, that's dope. So yeah, Dave Matthews. He's in the Hall of Fame. Well deserved. Ozzy, obviously, GOAT. They're all GOATs. Fuck, man. Congratulations to all of them. Cher. Wow. I guess I'll close it off with this thought right here. I was thinking like where the Hall of Fame is going, because eventually it's going to become more. They're going to talk about Korn at some point, Korn and Limp Bizkit, but when, I don't know. That won't be for a while. But when that happens, that's going to fucking open up the doors, man. Of who else? It's going to start with new metal, then might go to. I wonder if the Hall of Fame will go death metal. I wonder. Yeah, this was a thought I have. Like, it's not. I don't think it's too far fetched, because there's so many like legendary bands out there that I think once a band like Korn gets in there, I think that's really gonna change shit. I think that's really gonna change. But they're what? They're mid-50s, so. How do you get it? How do you get nominated? You have to be in a band for what, fucking 50 years or something? How do you
Nominated.
Artist must be nominated. Rock on Foundation. Okay, an artist must be at least 25 years past the release of the first record. Okay, that's fine.
Committee.
committee. Okay, so 25 years isn't that, far fetched. It's cool. I thought it'd be like 40 or something crazy. Like that seems more like 40 fucking years, dude. Yeah, Korn celebrated their 30th year, so dude. Once they get inducted, that's gonna be a fucking moment, man. That's gonna be a really big moment. Cool. I think we have one more, and then we'll close it off. Warped Tour's back. They just they announced some dates. Washington D.C. June 14th and 15th. The cool one, Long Beach, July 26th, 27th at the Shoreline Waterfront. I never heard of that place in my life, but we're gonna find out. Orlando, Florida, November 15th and 16th at the Camping World Stadium campus. Cool. Good for them. So it looks like it's 2 days. Which is cool.
Oh, it's going to be right after the water.
Wow, okay, that looks really nice. This is Long Beach?
Yep, Shoreline Waterfront.
Have I been there? I gotta go to Long Beach. Man, that looks sick. Well, that'd be cool. Well, shout out to Warped Tour being back. We did it in 2010. It was very pleasant. That was right when Four Loko was like they were taking off the OG recipe off the shelves, literally. And there was and there were some bands had crates of them and were selling cans off crates from their bus, and we were one of the idiots buying those Four Lokos. So if you watch these shows, we're literally maniacs, because we would take the Four Loko and then we would drink a little bit of it, then we'll put vodka in the Four Loko and headbang hard as fuck, no matter how hot it was. Man, dude, that is crazy, dude. Yeah, we were still on like rampage mode, just like kill everybody. And that year was sick too. That there was a Muir, Whitechapel, I think Parkway Drive too. That was like a heavy year at the stage. It was a special time. But yeah, shout out Warped Tour for being back. Pretty fucking pretty sick.
Play us out.
Yeah, we do a little play out, fade out. Again, thank you to Fender, everyone. I mean, there's too many people to name. There's Javi for on Friday, literally staying after hours after his shift to make sure that this was done. Rob Knowles, Jackson, Red Day from Jackson, Manny from Fender, Erica from Fender, Michael that does the frets of Fender, everyone that worked on it. And thank you for. This is really like this is me. It's literally. It's crazy. I mean, there's no words. There's no words, man. And with the help of all you listening, watching, it's gonna take a while, but I think we can make the dream happen. But what should we do? Should we just do a riff or something? We could if you're trying to go to bed. Actually, no. If you're trying just to start your day, then we'll do that. We'll do a nice little fade out. So just all you, Jay. Thank you for listening, watching. I'll see you next week. Later.